coming to you March 30th, the morning of. We've got a weather watch day tomorrow. Going to need to really be on the lookout tomorrow morning. Really high wind gust are what I'm concerned about. A little bit of rain, but we've got a line of storms that's going to be coming through. Might be broken, but the wind kind of out in front of it, we're going to have a little bit of southerly flow, and that is going to cause some problems. I think we see some power outages. Some of the models are showing, 50 mile per hour gust. I think that's a little bit high for the valleys, but those 35, 40 mile per hour gust. Gosh, we've had winds for the past 4 to 5 days, it feels like, and it's just going to continue. We've had almost a week of wind, and that's somewhat unusual. Typically, we have these days where everything will kind of chill out and relax for 2 or 3 days before the front comes through, but it's not been the case. And here we go again. We've got wind gust. I'll show you here in just a second. Let's turn around to my screen. I want to thank Red Wolf Contracting Services, CP Cruising Company, and Time to Travel. And we've got Farm Bureau Insurance of Leicester that's also coming on as a sponsor. Really appreciate them. You'll be seeing them in my content as well. You can see we got that wind advisory around Asheville, 44 degrees around town. Decent morning as the sun's rising. You'll probably see this around 9 o'clock when it posts, but sun rising around the area right now. Grimes, Tice, Anderson, downtown Asheville cam, bannerelk.com. Live camera up in Banner Elk. Beautiful morning around town. You see the Henco Repro graphics. Live camera there, Mount Pisgah, over there in Candler, the Olivet Riverside community right there on the French Broad River. Beautiful farm life there. And you can see one of the homes I'm building. Farm Bureau of Haywood County. This Dutch Cove camera, beautiful. You can always see these live on AshevilleWX.com, Blaylock Excavation live camera. Always check the sunrise, see what's going on around town. We've got one, Affairs of the Hearts in downtown Waynesville. And we've got cameras all over the place. Lynn Freeman Bush, downtown Hendersonville camera. So check all those out. The Better Homes and Gardens. This is our Canton camera. So check all these out. They're all available at AshevilleWX.com/WNC webcams. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about those winds, the rain that's going to be coming in, and what can you expect in your backyard. We've got the NAM 3KM up here. It's a short range model. Let's go ahead and put it in the forecast loop. And we'll just run this out. It's the most recent run. There's a new one coming out here in an hour or so, but we'll show you this. Looking for scattered showers tomorrow morning. Those look to be possible, especially along the escarpment. And then, some clearing will occur. Not tomorrow morning. Excuse me. Yes, tonight and into tomorrow morning, we'll see those scattered showers. And then the main line is going to be coming through, early tomorrow morning. It really depends on your location. If you're in southwest, western North Carolina, like Franklin, Macon County, Clay County, you'll see those rain showers probably before you wake up. Buncombe County looks like as you're waking up, it'll be clearing. We could have a little bit of redevelopment behind there, but like I've said, the main story with this is the winds, and those will arrive late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Let's switch over to the wind gust map here and give you a little bit of a taste of what the winds are showing as we progress through the day. I think that we'll see southerly flow begin to pick up throughout the day, as we have a really strong low pressure system that's traversing the Ohio Valley. We got a large moderate risk that's out across a good portion of Mississippi and into Louisiana, Alabama, even portions of Tennessee. So turning of the atmosphere today, we could have some tornadic activity along with an embedded line of storms that's going to be developing. It doesn't look like the storms will individualize too much, but we can still have a strong QLCS line that moves through and provides damaging winds throughout the whole line. So still a dangerous situation, and those winds will affect us here in Western North Carolina as today progresses. 4 or 5 p.m. the winds are really going to pick up. Fire danger, big time, folks. I can't stress this enough. It's pretty dry outside. Please don't be burning, especially later this afternoon and into this evening. The chance that this could pick up embers and start a wildfire, they're really going to be there. So please be mindful of that this afternoon. Care about your neighbors, and just wait. You can burn this weekend. It'll be a little bit less windy, and we'll have a little bit of rainfall that's came through. Not much. I'm expecting around a quarter to a half inch. So check out these wind gusts tonight. As the evening progresses, as the night moves through, 54 miles per hour is what this projecting at the Asheville Airport as the peak wind gust for that time frame from 2 to 3 a.m. These are the type winds that'll wake you up. And so I think that right before this front comes through, this is kind of a dangerous situation there. I wouldn't be surprised if we had some type of tornado warning come out, or you could see the turning of the winds in the atmosphere. I just pulled up a sounding from right around Asheville. You can see the turning of the winds in the atmosphere. Now, this isn't too extreme, but there are signs that as the parcel of air moves up, it could spin. You can see, look at this southerly flow, and as it gets up into the atmosphere, it becomes more from the southwest, and then comes veered. You don't really have a backing. You don't really have any veer, which is a term that we use in meteorology. The consistent turning of the parcel of air as it traverses up in the atmosphere. There's just a natural spin. It doesn't ever spin back. You can just see how that just kind of, it's like a top that goes up. And that's kind of things that we look at in tornadic systems. These are the type soundings that, look at this really from the south. Wouldn't be surprised if we saw a tornado warning, sometime early tomorrow morning. So just watch for that 2, 3, 4 a.m. And then moving forward, those winds are going to die down a little bit as the morning progresses tomorrow, 9, 10 a.m. But going to be from the northwest. We'll switch after the front moves through, and those winds will be out of the northwest. Still dangerous, but these southwest winds, if you remember back when we had the fires in Gatlinburg, we had a front like this come through that really just picked up some embers, or I think it was actually proven to be arson, but correct me if I'm wrong on that. But these are the type situations where just small little fires, just throwing a cigarette butt out the window can cause massive amounts of problems. And I think we saw on Sweeten Creek Road the other day that there was a small brush fire that affected a few homes. Just be mindful of that. If you're tossing cigarette butts out, you got to make sure those things are out, and just be mindful of the people in the surroundings around you. We can't afford to have a big wildfire within our city. These are the type dangerous situations that can happen. Look at these wind gusts. It's 50, 45. Look at that. These are widespread, some 60 mile per hour gust in southwest. Now, does that actually come to fruition? No, but I do think I'd like to take about 15 to 20 miles per hour off of these totals. And that seems to be how, if it's showing a 50 to 60 mile per hour gust, usually we see a 40 to 45 mile per hour gust. So be mindful of what this is showing, but look at how strong those wind gusts are tomorrow morning. So please be mindful. Keep your weather radio on. The area is dry, and I'm just somewhat concerned about the wildfire potential. So really just wanted to give you guys an update. Don't want to alarm you, but the setup is right for limited rain. Even a lightning strike could be possible with the dynamics of this storm. So just concerned about a lot of little potentials that may not come to fruition, but if that spark does happen, we could have a really dangerous situation on our heads with a fast-moving fire. So please be mindful of that. Please kind of watch. I'll try to let you guys know if I hear about any wildfires or anything. Of course, I got an extremely busy day all the time. But we'll try to let you know and keep you updated as well. Just and make your reports on the Asheville WX Weather Community on Facebook as well if you see them. Thank you for joining me. Please be safe. Watch this front. Hopefully the winds don't wake you up in the morning. And we'll check back with you soon. Thanks for joining me.